In a galaxy filled with advanced tech and clothing designed for every species' needs, you'd think the latest innovations would be the ultimate solution. But despite the flashy gadgets woven into fabrics and the promise of high-tech comfort, there's one truth no one wants to admit. When it comes to clothes that actually last, there's only one place to turn: humans. Why do I, an Actan, swear by human-made clothing when so many others fall short? The answer might surprise you. It's not just about looks or cutting-edge features. It's about reliability in a universe that seems to have forgotten what that really means. In today's world, as envisioned by pre-FTL sci-fi writers, we live in an era of absolute abundance. Products are available in every store, stocked regularly, and priced reasonably, making them accessible to nearly everyone. It's easy to find anything you need, from clothing to tech gadgets. This abundance creates an illusion of progress and improvement in the products we buy. However, the assumption made by these early writers was that products in this future would be vastly superior to what they were used to. Instead, what we see is that while products are indeed more sophisticated and technologically advanced, they often fall short when it comes to durability and reliability. For instance, you can buy a t-shirt that has an inbuilt computer, with the components intricately woven into the fabric, making it a marvel of modern technology. It performs better than the best handheld devices of earlier generations, and the fabric itself looks sleek and futuristic. Likewise, jackets are now equipped with temperature regulation systems that can adjust to various environmental conditions, allowing you to wear the same coat across different climates. These innovations, while impressive in terms of novelty, fail to address a key issue: they don't last. A product may be flashy and high-tech when new, but as soon as the novelty wears off, it's clear that it was designed to have a short lifespan, creating a cycle where consumers are forced to replace their items far too often. This paradox of abundance, where there is no shortage of products but a distinct lack of lasting quality, is a problem that affects nearly every consumer product, not just clothing. The quick expiration of technological features and the fragility of materials make these products more about immediate satisfaction and consumption rather than lasting utility. Despite the wealth of options, consumers are left with disposable goods that don't hold up over time, making the promises of a better future appear less fulfilling. The problem with many modern products, especially in the clothing and technology sectors, is not just poor design or an accidental flaw, but rather a deliberate strategy aimed at ensuring consumer repeat purchases. The cycle of product obsolescence is intentional, crafted to maximize profits by ensuring that consumers keep buying new replacements. Take, for example, the high-tech t-shirts that come with built-in computers. These shirts may perform brilliantly at first, but after just 2 months of regular use, the computer functionality stops working. This means that the main selling point of the shirt, the advanced technology, becomes useless, even though the fabric itself might still be intact. The longevity of the material is secondary to the lifespan of the technology embedded within it. Similarly, jackets with inbuilt temperature regulation systems or boots with self-cleaning technology may seem like the perfect solution for every climate or environment. However, these systems break down once they are used outside the recommended limits. Even the high-tech parade boots, which are designed to stay spotless with the help of miniature repulsors, suffer from a similar issue. Despite being visually impressive, they don't last long. The boots frequently require replacements, making them a product designed not for long-term use, but for continual purchase. This short lifespan of products is an intentional move by manufacturers. By designing goods to wear out or become obsolete after a short period, they ensure a constant demand for new items, thus guaranteeing sustained business for manufacturers and retailers. In a world where consumer life expectancy is significantly longer than the durability of many products, the strategy works perfectly. People, even those with limited resources, will keep buying replacements because they have no choice. Either they replace their worn-out products or do without. This model keeps the economic wheel of production and consumption continuously spinning, even if it leads to frustration over the constant need for replacements. It creates a cycle where durability is sacrificed in favor of quick profit. While humans may focus on creating reliable and durable products, other species in the galaxy often find themselves in a different situation. For many species, particularly those in the Commonwealth, clothing is more about fulfilling basic needs than incorporating advanced technology or specialized features. For instance, the clothing made by the Hans may last longer than some of the more high-tech options found in human-manufactured apparel, but they often lack the sophistication and extra functionality that humans can offer. The clothing is durable but basic, more focused on simply providing something to wear rather than meeting additional needs like temperature control or computer integration. The difficulty with clothing from these species is that it tends to be cheap and cheerful, as the humans say. It's designed to be functional, but doesn't feature the innovation or comfort that comes with the advanced technology embedded in human clothing. For example, a simple shirt from the Hans might do its job, covering the body and offering basic protection, but it won't have the intricate features that come with a human-made shirt, like temperature regulation or embedded computer systems. This lack of innovation and adaptability limits the Hans clothing line's appeal, especially for those who are used to a higher level of customization and specialized functions, like temperature adjustments or breathability. Interestingly, the situation is similar for other species, like the trillions. According to rumors, their clothing frequently falls apart, and only the most expensive items last. This problem is partly due to the sheer volume of species that need to be supplied with clothing, making mass production necessary, which often leads to compromises in quality. When you produce for so many different species with varying needs, meeting everyone's expectations for quality and functionality becomes a challenge. As a result, the clothing is functional, but lacks the tailored cutting-edge features that human manufacturers manage to incorporate into their products. While the clothing may do the job, it doesn't excel in any area except for basic protection. One of the most significant issues with clothing from other species, especially in the current age of technological abundance, is that much of it is designed to wear out quickly. This isn't an accident, it's a deliberate strategy. Manufacturers know that if products wear out faster, customers will need to replace them more frequently, ensuring a steady stream of sales. In the context of clothing, this has created a situation where many modern garments, even those with advanced technology like built-in computers or temperature regulation systems, are designed to fail after a short period of use. For example, shirts with embedded computers often stop working after just 2 months of regular wear. The fabric may last longer, but the primary selling point, the integrated technology, becomes obsolete, forcing the wearer to discard the shirt or replace it. Jackets equipped with climate control systems can malfunction the moment you go slightly outside the recommended temperature range. Rather than offering long-lasting functionality, these garments encourage a cycle of constant replacement. The lifespan of these clothes is short, often making them less of an investment in quality and more of a way to generate consistent demand. This pattern is not unique to clothing, it's a reflection of a larger economic model in many industries. When products are designed to break down or lose their functionality after a short period, the economy is fueled by continuous consumption. For the average person, especially in a society where access to cheap goods is the norm, replacing a shirt or jacket every few months becomes a routine, albeit frustrating, part of life. The unfortunate truth is that the abundance of goods, paired with their limited durability, leads to a situation where quantity is prioritized over quality. This encourages consumers to keep buying, creating a system where disposable products dominate the marketplace. For someone who has a long lifespan, like the icon, this becomes a particularly frustrating issue. With a lifespan of over a century, the idea of constantly replacing clothes that don't last is not only inconvenient but wasteful. The need for durable, high-quality clothing becomes even more apparent when faced with the reality of frequent and unnecessary replacements. While clothes from other species can seem appealing on the surface, there's a significant downside when compared to human-made garments. They often lack the durability and technological advancements that make human clothing superior. Species like the HFY, for example, produce clothing that is relatively inexpensive, but it's often nothing more than cheap and cheerful options, as humans would say. These garments may last longer than the average HFY-made clothing, but they fall short in other critical aspects. While a basic shirt may endure some wear and tear, it lacks the advanced features that are integrated into human clothing. Features like built-in computers, temperature regulation, or repulsion technology that help maintain the cleanliness of garments. The issue with clothing from species like the HFY is that, while they may have functional and practical designs, they do not incorporate the same level of innovation. A HFY shirt may last longer, but it's still far from revolutionary. The fabric is comfortable, but it doesn't offer the sophisticated systems that are found in modern human clothing. For instance, the built-in computers in human clothing outperform the best handheld devices of their ancestors, while the jackets with temperature control systems allow for a wider range of climate adaptability. In contrast, the HFY clothes are simply utilitarian, made to meet basic needs without any added flair or technological enhancement. This lack of sophistication often becomes apparent when comparing the clothes worn by different species. While humans have figured out how to make clothes that last and serve a multitude of functions, other species' clothing tends to be less advanced. The HFY's clothes may be designed for durability in a basic sense, but they lack the flair and functionality that comes with human-made garments. Essentially, for species like the HFY, clothing is merely a necessity, not an opportunity for innovation or self-expression. It's clear that the focus on longevity and practicality comes at the cost of missing out on the advanced features that set human clothing apart. In short, while species like the HFY can create durable basic clothes, their lack of technological integration and advanced design makes their offerings less appealing compared to human-made alternatives. The emphasis on practicality over innovation means that their clothing, although serviceable, doesn't stand out in the way that human clothing does, which is why many people, including the narrator, choose to rely on human manufacturers for their clothing needs. One of the major issues with purchasing clothes from other species is that, while they might last a bit longer than the average actin-made garment, they come with their own set of limitations. Other species, such as the HFY, often produce clothing that is functional but doesn't offer the advanced features or the durability of human-made clothing. Their products are designed to meet basic needs, like providing coverage and comfort, but they typically lack the technological enhancements and longer lifespans that have come to define human clothing in the modern era. For example, while a HFY shirt might last longer than an HFY shirt, it's still nothing more than a simple, one-layer garment that doesn't incorporate any special features. There's no temperature regulation, no built-in computer systems, no automatic cleaning technology. Essentially, no enhancements that can make the item stand out. It's not that HFY clothing is bad, per se, but it just doesn't have the cutting-edge technology or the multifunctional advantages that human-made clothes possess. When you wear a human-made jacket, for instance, you get not only a stylish, well-made garment, but also one that regulates temperature and includes systems like internal computers that can sync with other devices. On the other hand, while HFY shirts are durable, they're limited to only offering the bare essentials, without much room for innovation. Similarly, the HFY have a problem with mass production and efficiency. They need to supply clothing to an entire commonwealth of species, which makes the creation of quality, advanced clothing difficult. Given that there are so many species to account for, the priority for HFY clothing is simply to meet basic clothing needs, ensuring that the garments are durable enough to last and are simple enough to be mass-produced. However, this focus on quantity rather than quality means that HFY clothing lacks the refinement and technological sophistication seen in human-made products. The result is that while HFY clothing might be more practical and last a little longer than actin-made clothing, it often falls short in terms of functionality and adaptability. It's a simple trade-off. You get a durable garment, but you sacrifice the additional benefits that come with more advanced designs, like flexibility, adaptability, and technological integration. It's this gap in technological advancement and innovation that makes human-made clothes the preferred choice for many species, especially those who appreciate the value of multifunctional garments. In conclusion, while other species' clothing can be useful for everyday wear, they lack the advanced features that make human clothing truly superior. This limitation stems from a focus on practicality and mass production, with little room for the kind of technological enhancements that make clothes from human manufacturers stand out. This is why, despite the longevity of other species' garments, human-made clothing remains the go-to choice for those seeking quality, durability, and technological innovation. When it comes to practicality, human-made clothing stands out, especially in terms of resilience and adaptability. A common issue with clothing from other species is that while it may serve its purpose in basic ways, it often lacks the robust, multifunctional design that human-made clothing brings to the table. Take, for instance, the pair of boots mentioned earlier. These boots, made by the United Nations Stellar Army Surplus, are a perfect example of how human products excel in terms of practicality. Unlike the fancy, high-tech boots made by other species that often break down quickly or require constant maintenance, these boots are built to last. They're durable, light, liquid-proof, and most importantly, they are practical for everyday use in a variety of environments. The boots are designed with the wearer's needs in mind, comfortable enough for long-term use, resilient enough to handle harsh conditions, and equipped with technology like repulsion systems to keep them clean. This attention to detail is what sets human-made products apart. While many other species might focus on flashy, high-tech features, the human approach is more grounded in functionality. They make sure that the products they design work reliably over time, with built-in solutions for common problems like dirt accumulation or wear and tear. Similarly, human-made jackets and other clothing are built with temperature regulation systems that are designed to be more durable and flexible than those found in clothing from other species. For instance, the temperature regulation in human jackets not only adjusts to a wide range of temperatures, but is also more resistant to breakdown when exposed to temperature extremes. This is in stark contrast to many jackets from other species, which often have built-in systems that fail when the wearer goes just a few degrees outside the optimal temperature range. The added benefit of having portable computing features in some of these jackets, such as syncable devices or built-in systems that enhance user experience, adds another layer of practicality that is not commonly found in other species' garments. Beyond just technology, human-made clothing is practical in how it meets the wearer's needs. For example, human flight suits are designed with an extra layer of protection, something that's often overlooked in the designs of other species. The ability to sew on patches and modify the suit to one's liking makes human-made flight suits ideal for pilots and other professionals who need to personalize their gear. This simple yet essential feature allows users to turn their clothing into a reflection of their experiences, whether by adding patches for every mission flown or marking a personal achievement. In this way, human clothing isn't just about protecting the body, but also about offering the wearer an opportunity to express themselves through their gear. This attention to practicality and utility is a recurring theme with human clothing products. Whether it's boots, jackets, or specialized suits, the key strength of human-made clothing lies in its ability to serve the wearer in real-world conditions. Other species may produce garments that look good or serve a basic function, but human clothing takes the extra step by ensuring long-lasting performance, comfort, and customization options. When you're investing in human-made clothing, you're getting more than just a piece of fabric. You're getting a piece of technology, resilience, and practicality that's designed to improve your day-to-day life. One of the most compelling reasons I choose human-made clothing, even though I'm an Actan, is the undeniable innovation that human designers bring to their garments. Humans have a unique approach to solving practical problems, often through clever, simple innovations that make their products far superior in certain aspects. Take, for example, the design of their flight suits. In the standard designs used by most species, the outer layer of flight suits is thin and often fragile, leaving the internal layers exposed. When a patch is sewn onto this outer layer, it can easily damage the rest of the suit, compromising its overall functionality. However, human flight suits are designed with an additional outer layer, which not only provides extra protection, but also offers a level of customization that other species' suits lack. The ability to sew patches or make modifications to the outer layer without jeopardizing the integrity of the suit is a perfect example of how humans prioritize both function and flexibility in their designs. This innovation doesn't stop at functionality. Human designers also excel in creating clothing that balances aesthetics with practicality. The same jacket that adjusts its temperature based on external conditions also incorporates portable computing technology that actually lasts longer and performs better than similar devices woven into clothing by other species. Unlike high-tech jackets from other species, which often break down when you step outside the recommended temperature range by even a single degree, human jackets are engineered to be far more forgiving and durable. This durability isn't just a bonus, it's a crucial feature that ensures the garment will last, saving both money and the inconvenience of constantly replacing malfunctioning clothing. The fact that human clothing combines both high-tech features and durability makes it a step ahead of other species' garments. For example, some of the vacuum suits made by humans are far more advanced than their competitors, not only offering better protection, but also providing features that others haven't even considered. These suits are designed to handle extreme conditions in space or other hostile environments. They're not just about safety. They integrate technology that makes them more versatile and efficient for different scenarios. This foresight in design shows that humans aren't just creating clothing for the sake of it. They're looking ahead to anticipate future needs and adapt to them accordingly. What sets human design apart is their tendency to improve existing technology, making it more accessible and practical for everyday use. Whether it's adding gravity-generating components to suits for pilots, integrating advanced temperature regulation into everyday jackets, or making shoes with repulsion technology to keep them clean, human designs frequently set the standard for innovation. This willingness to push boundaries and enhance the user experience is what makes their clothing so appealing. It's clear that human designers are constantly thinking about how they can not only meet current needs, but also preemptively address future challenges. This forward-thinking mindset is a major reason why I trust human-made clothing over alternatives from other species. One of the most significant reasons I turn to human clothing manufacturers, even as an acten, is the deep-rooted historical legacy that drives their approach to product reliability. Humans have a history of conflict and technological innovation, which has shaped their current design philosophies. During pivotal moments in their history, such as the Contact War and the Second HFY War, humans were forced to develop incredibly resilient, high-quality military equipment to ensure survival and success. These wars led to what is now universally considered the greatest upset in galactic military history, largely due to their ability to build robust, dependable technology. To achieve this, humans focused heavily on producing items that didn't fail under pressure. This mindset extended far beyond warfare and seeped into their civilian industries, particularly in clothing manufacturing. During these wars, civilian production of goods was severely reduced, and only items that were truly irreparably broken were replaced. Products that didn't stand the test of time became a liability, not just in terms of cost but in terms of security and survival. If the everyday items didn't hold up, it would jeopardize a species' liberty and ability to function effectively in society. This led humans to develop a philosophy where reliability became king. They understood that if their goods couldn't be trusted to last, they were potentially putting their entire species at risk, and thus every product, whether military or civilian, was built with longevity in mind. This historical urgency to create long-lasting products is what separates human-made goods from those of other species that prioritize flashy designs or feature-rich products that quickly become obsolete. Even now, this legacy persists in their clothing manufacturing. While other species may create highly advanced and sophisticated garments, humans have a unique focus on creating things that last. For instance, their boots, jackets, and flight suits don't just offer advanced technology, they also ensure that the user can rely on them for an extended period, without needing to constantly replace or repair them. The durable nature of these products isn't merely a coincidence. It's the result of a deeply ingrained culture that values stability and sustainability. As a result, Even though many species may have access to similar technology, human goods stand out because they prioritize longevity, a lesson hard-earned through centuries of struggle and warfare. This commitment to durability and trustworthiness can also be seen in human civilian gear, where products that don't last are simply unacceptable. In a galaxy full of disposable goods, human manufacturers have maintained a reputation for delivering products that stand the test of time, which is why I always turn to them for my clothing. While other species may offer trendy or cheap alternatives, the human approach of ensuring that something can withstand long-term use is what keeps me coming back. Simply put, their history has taught them the importance of reliability, and this mindset has been passed down through generations, making their products some of the most dependable in the galaxy. This emphasis on product longevity, rooted in necessity and history, is a major reason why I trust human-made clothing over anything else. Another key reason I prefer to buy clothing from human manufacturers, despite being an Actan, is the continuous innovation they bring to the table, especially when it comes to functionality. Humans are incredibly resourceful and inventive when it comes to merging fashion with technology, and they've excelled in creating garments that go far beyond just looking good. While many species in the galaxy focus on aesthetics or merely meeting basic functional needs, humans have an uncanny ability to combine the two in ways that no one else can replicate. For instance, human clothing isn't just about looking stylish. It also offers practical benefits that other species' garments simply can't match. Take, for example, the clothing I'm currently wearing, these boots. While they may look like any other pair of sturdy footwear, they have some serious hidden perks. These are not just regular boots. They are United Nations Stellar Army surplus boots, designed for durability and versatility. They feature miniature repulsion technology that helps to keep them clean and shiny, which is something that I haven't seen replicated in other species' footwear. These boots are also designed to be liquid-proof, resilient, and lightweight, offering unparalleled comfort. Sure, I had to learn how to tie laces, but it was worth it, as the long-lasting functionality far outweighs the hassle of a small learning curve. When it comes to jackets, humans have taken the concept of comfort and practicality to the next level. Their jackets are designed with temperature regulation systems built in, ensuring that they can be worn in a wide range of climates without the need for constant adjustment. Moreover, they also come with integrated portable computers, making them not only a piece of clothing but a multifaceted tool. Other species might have similar tech, but human jackets seem to strike the perfect balance between high-tech features and overall reliability. Unlike other species' garments, where the technology often malfunctions once it exceeds certain limits, human jackets can withstand slight variations in temperature and still function perfectly. This is a testament to their superior engineering. Humans also excel in creating functional yet fashionable spacesuits. Their vac suits are a major step up compared to the competition. While other manufacturers might provide similar technology, human designs have additional features that make them stand out. My own spacesuit is equipped with gravity generators in the arms, which allow me to attract floating objects, making it incredibly useful in microgravity environments. These suits are also equipped with internal gravity, ensuring that bodily fluids stay where they belong, even in the most extreme conditions. What really sets human clothing apart, though, is their attention to detail in small yet crucial elements. For example, flight suits used by human pilots come with an extra layer that others don't. This additional layer allows pilots to sew patches and make modifications without damaging the inner, more critical layers. This feature is not only practical, but allows pilots to personalize their suits with patches that represent their journeys and experiences. I've done the same, adding patches for every ship I've worked on, turning my suit into a sort of walking history of my career. It's a small detail, but it's one that highlights the ingenuity and versatility of human-made gear. Humans' knack for blending technology with fashion is something that sets them apart from every other species I've encountered. While others might prioritize style or cutting-edge features, humans focus on creating clothing that serves multiple functions, clothing that's both practical and advanced. This constant drive for innovation and improvement along with their focus on making sure their products work reliably in real-world scenarios, is why I consistently turn to human manufacturers. Their ability to merge form and function so seamlessly makes them the undisputed leaders in clothing design, whether you're looking for boots, jackets, or spacesuits. This consistent innovation is yet another reason I trust human-made clothing more than anything else in the galaxy.